Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Commodores will boot it away to start the game. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. pass to the left. Still running at the 40. Afterburners coming. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Washington State has it in the red zone. Looking for room. It's Parker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wazoo! What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the 1st drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Offense in an empty set. Johnson wants to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Parker. Tough physical run, stiff arm and all as they get it out to the 13.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Williams. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Washington State, 7. Vanderbilt, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They're going to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Parker. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You could see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down in the 20.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown! Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll turn to Martinez. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get the... the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Ward. Trying to escape and get it himself. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
At the 40, there he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Here's the give off the left side. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Restrepo. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak.
Washington State, 0.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Parker. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to throw on second down. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He rifles one deep to the left. Balls it in. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami, 7. Washington State, 0.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Canes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it, but if it's not, he's not even hesitating.
The ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
To the air, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Off-play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They keep attacking through the air. Fires left. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Right down the middle. Got his man. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. This passing game can continue to heat up. Look out for the second half.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? You're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Washington State 10, Miami 7.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Kick this one away.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. At the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner goes down.
And the Miami offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right?
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. He had nowhere to go and was probably fortunate to stay out of his own end zone.
Yeah, this defense at this spot of the field, they are playing aggressive and they are playing downhill. Lucky that wasn't a safety, but right now it just feels like a bunch of sharks with blood in the water. This defense is ready.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Ward. He's going to take off. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to...
Off he goes! He's at the 10! Touchdown, Canes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
14.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice one.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Tackled immediately after the catch. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Washington State 17, Miami 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Cougars will hustle to the line. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds his man and they convert. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. And I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page, though.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State.
That is exactly